Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé. Are Jasmine Pineda and Matt Branistareanu engaged? At the start of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Season 9, we never could have predicted that the final words of the season, before the tell-all, would be, "How are you able to accept a ring from Gino? And I have to work this hard to put a string on your finger." But here we are. During the season finale of Happily Ever After? Before the highly anticipated 4-part tell-all, Jasmine Pineda's partner and the father of her child, Matt Branistareanu, got down on one knee, asking her to marry him. Of course at the time, she was still legally married to Gino Palazzolo. Find out more about their divorce here. But the sentiment still stands. Through a wall of tears, Jasmine gave a shocking response, changing everything we know about their relationship today. Scroll to find out how Matt proposed, how Jasmine responded, and what their relationship status is now. During episode 18 of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Season 9, Jasmine's boyfriend got down on one knee to propose to her, with a string. He told her, "I don't know if you're going to leave me in 3 years or if you're going to leave me in 10 years, or if we just stay together and annoy the *T out of each other for another 20. And I think if we always care for each other rather than ourselves, I think we're going to be fine. I'm not saying everything is going to be perfect. And I don't want you to take me for a joke because I don't want you to think that I'm just wasting time. I know that you're still married. And I know that I don't have a ring, right? But I just want to get down, and I want to put this, it's just a stupid string, on your finger. Consider us moved," he continued. "Te amo, I love you. I don't want to tell you lies. I know we've had the last 2 months some really hard days. You're strong and you're doing a great job as a mom. I promise, it's going to get better, and I'm going to help you, and I'll try to take care of you and love you right. So mama, even with this string, would you marry me?" After his adorable proposal, Matt amended, "This isn't going to be no rush into a marriage. You understand that? We're not rushing into a marriage. I'm asking you if you'll marry me. Just to consider me and accept this as we're halfway there." Unfortunately, for all the Matt Branies stands out there, Jasmine did not accept his proposal, but she also didn't give an official no. Instead, she told him that if she ever does get married again, she wants it to be with him. That being said, she doesn't know if she can trust someone enough again to get married after the way her last marriage ended. "I love you so much," she told him / "and if I ever heal that part of me, if that ever happened, and if I ever get married, I want it to be you. But right now, I don't have a yes or a no. I just don't know." Before apologizing and telling Matt that she loved him again, she added, "I don't trust people." It's clear from Jasmine and Matt's Instagram presence that they are still together and very much in love. Recently, Jasmine posted a video of Matt shaving her head amid her postpartum alopecia flare-up, before revealing that he shaved his too in support. We'll have to wait until Jasmine and Matt take the stage at the tell-all to find out if Jasmine has accepted his proposal yet. There are familiar names in the 90 Day Fiancé world. Faces that bring chaos, romance, heartbreak, or some explosive combination of all three. Few have the power to hold an audience's attention quite like Jasmine Pineda, the fiery Panamanian whose relationship with Michigan's Gino Palazzolo became a cultural moment. Yet just as viewers believed they had seen the peak of Jasmine's romantic turbulence, a new figure entered the storyline. Matt Branistareanu, the quiet yet confident romantic who seemed to understand Jasmine in ways the show had never captured before. What followed became one of the most surprising relationship turns in franchise history. One that pushed Jasmine in new emotional directions and raised questions about loyalty, attraction, and whether connection can truly override years of complicated love. From Gino to something new. Jasmine's long journey with Gino was marked by high emotional stakes. Their bond survived cultural clashes, screaming matches, broken trust, financial frustration, and more tearful confessions than fans could count. But somewhere along the way, the passionate flame that fueled their connection began to flicker. Late season footage revealed a shift. Jasmine wasn't just unhappy, she was searching. Enter Matt Branistareanu, a fresh face with calm energy and the kind of emotional steadiness Jasmine never seemed to find with Gino. Matt, originally introduced as a friend, became the most unexpected twist. His chemistry with Jasmine felt startlingly natural. Without trying to be loud or outrageous, he managed to pull Jasmine into an emotional space she hadn't occupied before. One where she felt respected, desired, and understood. As Jasmine's playful teasing softened into genuine affection. She laughed differently. She spoke more slowly. She looked lighter. The shift was unmistakable. Matt. The mystery man. Unlike many 90-day newcomers ready for fame or fan chaos, Matt carried himself with unusual quiet. His backstory hinted at emotional maturity. Someone who respected Jasmine's complicated past rather than trying to bully it into submission. He approached her intensity not with fear, but with curiosity. For Jasmine, who often felt dismissed, Matt's attention was magnetic. He listened. He asked questions. He paused before responding. He gave her stability without restraint. Instead of trying to tame her emotional storms, he simply stood in them with confidence. This was new territory. While other relationships in the franchise often ran on jealousy and insecurity, Matt displayed a grounded confidence. He didn't need to prove himself. He allowed his actions, and his emotional availability, to speak for him. A shift in Jasmine. Jasmine has always been the heart of her own storyline. Passionate, raw, explosive, and capable of loving to the point of emotional collapse. She has never been subtle. She has never been boring. Her vulnerability is her superpower, and her hurt, though dramatic, often masks a deep desire to feel secure. With Matt, viewers saw something they didn't expect. Jasmine becoming calmer, introspective, almost tender. She still had fire, but it seemed fueled by hope instead of fear. Gino was her storm. Matt became her stillness. She began talking about her future not with dread or tension, but with possibility. She dreamed out loud. She spoke about support, partnership, and emotional growth. Even longtime viewers questioned whether this might be the relationship she'd been reaching for all along. A complicated triangle. Of course, nothing in Jasmine's romantic universe happens neatly. Her history with Gino lingered, tangled in paperwork, shared memories, and unresolved emotional fibers. Even after her connection with Matt deepened, the question remained. Had she truly let Gino go? Matt approached the situation with surprising grace. Instead of demanding Jasmine erase her past, he encouraged her to confront it, to talk, to heal, to set boundaries. There was no pressure, only presence. This approach puzzled fans. Was Matt too patient? Too good? Too calm? In a world where drama fuels storylines, his stillness became a powerful contrast, so unfamiliar that some questioned its longevity. Yet as episodes continued, their chemistry grew undeniable. Jasmine's emotional oscillations began stabilizing around him. She seemed grounded for the first time in years. Are they engaged? Rumors spread across online corners of the fandom, claiming Jasmine and Matt might have taken their relationship to the next level. The speculation came from more than thin air. Jasmine was spotted wearing new jewelry. Not flashy, but meaningful. She teased life changes, hinted at romance flourishing quietly, and spoke about building something beyond the cameras. Neither has confirmed an engagement, but their silence became its own answer. If they were simply friends, wouldn't they say so? If it were just for television, wouldn't the show have leaned into the theatrics? Instead, what emerged online were whispers, reports of them spending time together off camera, appearing comfortable, relaxed, and genuinely happy. Matt's circle reportedly embraces Jasmine, and she has spoken warmly about feeling welcomed rather than merely tolerated. Their bond seemed rooted in realness, not the performative affection often seen in reality TV pairings. What makes them work? The most striking element of Jasmine and Matt's connection is balance. Jasmine brings color, intensity, and emotional truth. Matt brings steadiness, clarity, and patience. Jasmine has always been a hurricane, beautiful, powerful, and unpredictable. Matt doesn't try to redirect her. He anchors her. Together, their energies create a partnership that feels less like survival and more like growth. No one expected Jasmine to find peace without sacrificing her passion. Yet somehow, Matt manages to embrace all of her without demanding she shrink. A new era of Jasmine? If the rumors of an engagement are true, Jasmine could be moving into the healthiest relationship chapter of her 90-day narrative. She may finally have found someone who sees her not as a project, a challenge, or a spectacle, but as a woman worthy of steady love. Matt's presence suggests that companionship doesn't have to be chaotic to be meaningful. And while Jasmine's spark remains, it glows differently around him, warm instead of scorching. The road ahead. Whether wedding bells ring remains to be seen. The franchise thrives on unpredictability, and Jasmine's romantic history is proof that nothing in her world stays simple for long. Still, her connection with Matt feels like something entirely new. Intentional, quiet, strong. Fans may still think of her in the stormy context of Gino, but her story with Matt is reshaping her narrative. She looks less like someone fighting for scraps of affection, and more like a woman beginning to receive the kind of love she always gave. If true love is timing meeting readiness, Jasmine and Matt might have arrived in each other's lives at exactly the right moment. Whatever their future holds, one thing is certain. Jasmine Pineda remains a force, and this chapter with Matt Branistareanu may be the most compelling of her story yet.